Today's MTG box analysis will be for the March 29th opening of a Throne of Eldraine Collector Booster Box. We'll start off by reviewing the set distribution, then move on to comparing the cards we were eligible to see to the cards we actually saw in the box. Then we'll take a look at set coverage, coverage by rarity, as well as duplication. From a value perspective, we'll take a look at the value of the set to get a baseline, and then we'll break down the actual observed value in the box. Finally, we'll conclude with a summary. If you want to go deeper into the analysis and see all of the metrics for this box and almost 100 others, simply join the channel at the Give Me the Data level. Let's start out by taking a look at the set distribution for Throne of Eldraine. On the surface, the set is pretty straightforward. There are a total of 391 cards, 37 for each color, 30 multicolor, 20 basic lands, 12 non-basic lands, and 121 other cards. Now, Throne of Eldraine was pretty revolutionary as a set because it was the first to include showcase cards. Now, the set was sold in 4 different Brawl decks, 2 Planeswalker decks, 5 different theme boosters, a standard bundle, a gift bundle, as well as draft and collector boxes. And yes, this was the first set to also offer collector booster boxes. Now, in these collector booster boxes, you're eligible to see all of the borderless showcase as well as Planeswalker deck cards, Brawl deck cards, and extended art cards in non-foil. In foil, we're eligible to see every single card from the set except for the Planeswalker deck and Brawl deck categories. Next, let's compare the cards we were eligible to see versus the actual cards we saw in this box. Using this chart, we can see the foils we observed in orange, the non-foils in green, and the set in gray as the baseline. In the non-foil space, we saw a total of 36 showcase cards, 4 cards from the Planeswalker decks, 8 from the Brawl decks, and 12 non-foil extended art cards. In the foil space, we saw a very consistent distribution with a variance of only 3 cards between the primary colors of Magic. We also saw 13 foil showcase and 4 foil extended art cards. Moving into coverage, in the non-foil space, we saw 25 of the 30 showcase cards for 83% coverage. We didn't see any of the borderless cards, but we did see 40% of the Planeswalker deck cards, 40% of the Brawl deck cards, and 21% of the extended art cards. In total, we saw 49 unique non-foil cards, providing us with 40% coverage of the cards we were eligible to pull. In the foil space, we saw 106 unique cards out of a possible 340, which means that we saw 31% of the cards we were eligible to see. Among the primary colors of Magic, our highest coverage was a 2-way tie between white and red, each with 41% coverage. Pivoting to coverage by rarity, in the non-foil space, we saw 75% of the commons and 82% of the uncommons we were eligible to pull. We also saw 19 rares for 28% coverage and 6 mythics for 29% coverage. In the foil space, we saw 61% of the commons, 27% of the uncommons, and 11 rares for 10% coverage, plus a single foil mythic for 3% coverage. In total, we saw 30 rares and 7 mythics in these 12 packs. From a duplication standpoint, we saw 22 cards repeated 25 times for a box duplication rate of 14%. The majority of the duplication was in the showcase category. Before we take a look at the value in this collector booster box, let's take a look at the set value using this chart, which shows non-foil market prices as of March 27, 2023. Currently, there are 15 cards valued over $10. The top 2 are the Great Henge, with the standard frame currently valued at $56.85 and the extended art valued at $82.63. The set also features 21 cards valued between $5 and $10 and 61 cards valued between $1 and $5. The remaining 273 cards are currently valued less than $1. Now that we have an understanding of the set value, let's review the actual value we saw in this box starting off in the non-foil space. Of the 15 cards valued over $10, we saw 2. They were the Extended Art Hushbringer, valued at $10.10, and the Rankle Master of Pranks, valued at $14.01. We also saw 3 cards valued between $5 and $10, and 11 cards valued between $1 and $5. The other 44 non-foils that we saw are currently all valued less than $1. In the foil space, we saw 3 big hits, including the Extended Art Charming Prince, valued at $15.52, Once Upon a Time, valued at $18.70, and the Stone Coil Serpent, valued at $20.21. We also saw 1 foil valued between $5 and $10, and 13 foils valued between $1 and $5. The other 103 foils in the box are currently valued less than $1. So how did this box perform? Well, I purchased this a few weeks ago from Card Kingdom for $319.99. Now, the current market price for these boxes as of March 27, 2023 is $282.53. However, in my defense, I did purchase this box with store credit, which means that it only cost me $246.16 in trade because of the 30% bonus pushed me over the top to $320 in credit. Today's collector booster box did contain 12 packs with 15 cards each, allowing us to see 180 total cards. We did see a few valuable tokens in the box, giving us $12.34 in total market value. The 101 commons in the box have a current combined value of $30.07. The 42 uncommons have a combined value of $24.40. The 30 rares are currently valued at $109.83, and the 7 mythics have a combined value of $30.99. Add it all up, and the grand total for this box is a very disappointing $207.63, which is technically a loss of $112.36, and it means that this box only returns 65% of the actual purchase price. Now, for those of you interested in cards valued just over $2, the numbers look like this. In total, we saw 17 cards valued over $2 in this box, and they have a current combined value of $127.81, which means that those 17 cards represent 62% of the total box value. Thank you so much for watching. Now I'm going to go out there and pre-order some Lord of the Rings collector boxes so I can actually get a great henge. Until next time, do something amazing.